The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Snares it outside, it's Paul. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, you can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Westbrook. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the ground with the back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. See that maize in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Try to get it to the edge. Just ran him over. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Hatchett. Busts through behind his pad. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, Dave.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There's a live football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the running back. Just plowing ahead. They get him down to this offensive setup, 1st and goal from the 9.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hatchett. Oh, it's out. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll try to run it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the air, it's man. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Going to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air, it's man. Got it set up on the outside. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying to impose their will with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Huskers are flying down the field. The give from the gun.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Pressure coming. Slips away. On the run, fires downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has...
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give on the counter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in the lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit him. Big gain for the offense.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Power football with the run. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Winning those individual 6